you might call a therapeutic video. These lights are ones that we use in my mum's bedroom. She's got Alzheimer's, and when we tuck her in for the night, we turn on some lights, just coloured lights, just Christmas lights, just to make the room just that little bit cheerier and just give it an ambient glow at night. And my brother was changing the batteries, and he says the bottom of this just cracked off, so could I put a new a new battery holder on it? And I've got this set of lights here. These are from Poundland. These are the set of rose lights, and to be honest, I got them for the covers because I had a sneaky feeling they were going to be cold white, and rather predictably they're cold white, which doesn't look too bad. But as I say, I got these for the covers, so I'm going to use the battery holder from this, and I'm going to put it onto this set of lights. So let's get the batteries out for a start. Good quality Eneloop cells. I think they're real Eneloop cells. It's hard to tell if anything is real these days. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut these leads off in here, the original battery holder, noting where everything goes. And all I'll do later, I'll just salvage the caps off these, because these can be pulled off, and they're the standard ones that will push over 5mm LEDs, and you can just use them as caps to when you want to just have a bit of extra variety. And rather, this is hot melt glued in, so I'm just going to cut this off flush here and strip it. So let's get the wire strippers. This will probably be quite thin wire, I should think. Maybe not. Oh, it's not too bad actually. It's not like that horrible cheap mains voltage Fairlight wire, which is just a few strands. This is actually quite a modest number of strands. And to check the polarity, I'm going to do that little trick where you've got these LEDs in parallel, and I'm just going to put it across a little lithium cell, which is 3 volts, and see if they light up. So they're not lighting up that way round, so they will light up this way round, yep. So that's the positive. So I've got a Sharpie in here, I think. A red Sharpie, that's even better. And I'll just sort of make a wee mark in that to show it's the positive connection. And in the battery holder, the contact with the spring is the negative, and in this case the positive is going through the switch. So now I shall pop these wires through into the new battery holder. And the previous ones were actually tied in a little knot, so I shall tie a little knot accordingly, leaving just enough room that I can actually connect them and then tuck them out the way without too much wire in there. And I'm going to tin these wires and tin the connections in the battery holder. So get some nice juicy lead-based solder and float onto the wires. And the negative terminal is going to be quite easy because it's very accessible. It's just basically onto the back of that spring, and the positive is it's pressed down into there. I could lift it up, but I think I'll just try and do it in situ just by flowing some soda down like this. So the positive, I'll put the positive on first since it's the most awkward. So I've tinned the wires and I've put some solder on the switch connection in there. So that's the positive one done. And the negative, keeping the other wires away from these terminals as I heat them, because otherwise they could melt through the insulation, I'll just flow the negative onto the back of the spring connection. Let that cool down a bit, and then push the wires in and just sort of mush them down and tuck them out the way. And now, when I put these Eneloop batteries in and turn it on, job done. The lights are fixed. So I'll take this back over to my brother, and it can get put into action in my mum's bedroom again. Just a demonstration of how these rose things, they do take the light very well. They're not bad at all. They're quite nice lights. Kind of having to compete against the bench lights here, but yeah, these actually spread the light quite well, these little rose type diffusers. They're not too bad. But yeah, job done, simple task, quite therapeutic.